My friends and I have invented a high-tech sterilizer cabinet that can disinfect all types of objects and goods, especially medical tools and equipment, with 3 disinfection methods: alcohol fog, disinfectants spray, and UV lamp radiation by the touchless panel. It means, as you see, users like nurses, doctors, dentists, housewives, etc. can sterilize their stuff without any touch of their hands with the body of this device. As you can see here, we have 8 items on this panel, which a hole has made each item, and each hole has an infrared transmitter and receiver sensor. As soon as I insert my finger into each hole, the connection between the IR transmitter and receiver will be lost, which means that the item will be selected. In other words, I can choose each item of this panel without my finger contact with the body of this device. For example, now I'm gonna select alcohol fog, disinfectant spray, and UV lamp radiation, so these options have just been activated now. Another innovation we have applied to this device is the automatic opening and closing door needless to touch it. We have used a gearbox DC motor here to open and close the door by selecting the door option on the contactless panel. As soon as I choose the door item on the panel, the door will have been opened automatically, and if I insert my finger for a second time, it will be closed. Then I'm gonna put a statue inside of this sterilizer cabinet in order to disinfect it by all 3 methods. Next, I select the door option again to close the door. After that, the user should define the time of the disinfection process. They can increase or decrease the time by choosing time plus or time minus items. It's better to mention that we have set a timetable for disinfecting various materials of objects, and we will give this timetable to our customers. Now, here I'm setting the time for 30 seconds. In the end, I'm gonna select the start option on the panel to disinfection process starts. As observed, the green light inside the case just changed to purple, which is the light of ultraviolet lamp. As you can see inside the device, the statue is being sterilized by spray alcohol and an ultraviolet lamp which is located above the case. And the fog that circulates inside of the box is visible with a bit of attention. As it's obvious, all surfaces of this statue are being covered with alcohol. Absolutely, in the next versions, we must add a piece of glass or a smoked plexiglass as a window of this cabinet. Immediately after the disinfection process is finished, a green light will be turned on again, which means you can open the door and pick up your stuff. But another option that we have added to this device is 2 fans which work opposite of each other. It means the direction of their rotation is opposite of each other, one of them clockwise and another counterclockwise, in order to circulate the air inside the case. As I mentioned before, the ultraviolet lamp has been located at the top of the case, and it will radiate the UV radiation on all the surfaces of target object. And also, another innovation we have claimed about it in this invention is 3 spray nozzles which they have formed a spray triangle. In other words, they have 120-degree angle relative to each other, and also each of them has a 45-degree angle to the top surface of the case. According to this, the disinfectants will be sprayed at the center of this cabinet. But in this version of the device, as you can see, we have made a series of changes. For example, we have colored it, and we have added a small transparent paper as its window, and also we have removed the cover label on the panel. Again, I'm going to test and illustrate this device. And it's better to mention that the material we have used in this prototype version of the device is iron, but we are gonna to reduce the device's weight by using fiberglass or composite as its body and stainless steel for the internal compartment. In the near future, if God will,